Hey everybody, Don Georgievich here, Job Interview Tools, and today I want to talk to you about salary negotiation and how you can get more money from your job offers. If that's a topic that you want to know more about, go ahead and hit the like button on this video and we'll dive right in. Now, there are 3 times when you can negotiate a job offer. And the first one is before the job offer is even a job offer. It's at a time what I like to call first contact. This is when an employer first reaches out to you to gauge your interest level on a job. And during this first initial phone conversation, salary should come up. If they don't bring it up, you should bring it up. And if they don't bring it up, just simply say, excuse me, Mr. Employer, has a salary range been determined for this position? Now, that should either qualify you or disqualify you right there. I mean, if this job only pays $50,000 and you're looking to make 90, you might just want to end it right there because there's no reason to continue on in the process. Now, if they say, the job pays between 90 and 120,000 and that's within your range, then great, you just passed step 1. Step 2 is going to come a little bit later in the process. After you've had 3 or 4 rounds of interviews, the employer is going to do, well, at least a smart employer is going to do what I like to call a trial close. And what they're going to do is they're going to say, hey, we really like all the things that you've done. We like your past experience. We like, what we think you can do for us here. If we were to extend an offer to you in the range of, $110,000 to $120,000, would you be interested in accepting that? Now, this is a verbal trial close. They're testing the waters. They're fishing you. They want to see that they want to see how interested you really are and if you're willing to accept it within a range that they've offered. So let's just say they verbally offer you the job and say, hey Don, if we were to offer you a position between, $90,000 and $112,000, is that something you'd be willing to take? Now at that point I can say yes or no. I can say, yes, that's within my range and I would be willing to accept something like that. Great, that's a green light to move on. Now, I might say, no, I wouldn't be able to accept that. I need something in the $120,000 range. Now, that's either going to get the employer to come back and say, okay, we can do that, or no, we can't. So either you're going to have to make a concession or they're going to have to make a concession. So that's the second time you can negotiate right there, is during the trial close. Now, the third time you can negotiate an offer is after they have given it to you in writing. But you have to be careful with this because remember, they just offered you a trial close. So they offered you, let's say, I don't remember what he said, but let's just say they gave you a trial close offer of between $90,000 and $105,000 and you said yes to that. Now, if they come back and offer you, $95,000, they're expecting you to say yes. If you say, no, I can't do that, I need 120, they'll be like, well, wait a minute, we just talked to you yesterday and you said you were willing to accept that. Okay? So what you need to do is you need to be within your range that you told them was okay. So if they offered you at the low end of the range, let's say, the range was 90 to 105,000, and let's say they offered you $90,000, you could come back and ask them for more money. That's the time to negotiate. But you only want to do that if you really feel that you're worth more money than what they're offering. If you feel the offer's fair, then there's even no reason to negotiate. Just go ahead and accept what they've given you because it's probably a fair market value for what your skills are worth on the open market. Now, if you really feel that you're worth more, or let's say you have another offer out there that's maybe that other offer is offering you $100,000. You could come back and say, you know what, I really like your offer, but I have an offer over here from your competitor for $100,000. Is there any way that you can come a little bit closer to that? Can you get me, at 100,000 or maybe 102? Because I really want to work here. That's how you can play one offer off on the other offer. Now, maybe you don't have another offer. So in that case, don't lie about it because they might say, you know what, no, we can't do that. And, then you're just basically going to lose that offer. Now, what you really want to be doing while this is happening is negotiating on the phone or in person. Don't negotiate through email. So if they offer you a position for $90,000, don't type back or text back to them and say, "No, I can't really do that. Can you get a little bit closer to 100,000?" You never want to negotiate an email because it's so easy for that employer to say, "No, we can't do that." You see, the reason you don't want to negotiate an email is because it strips out all the verbal and nonverbal communication. It's just straight text. There's no meaning in it. There's no feeling in it. You want to be on the phone and negotiating so you can hear what they sound like, so you can hear how definite or indefinite or insecure they are about their offer. And they need to hear it from you too. I mean, if they hear it from you and you're very clear and succinct and you're very direct and saying, "You know what, I really need to be at 102,000 or whatever the number is, and I really can't go any less," that is so much stronger, so much more impactful than you just sitting on a keyboard and typing in, "No, I can't do that. Yes, I can do this. No." And it's so weak. It's the worst way to negotiate. Now, and I know what you're saying. You're like, I don't really negotiate very often, and negotiation makes me nervous, so it's easy to hide behind my keyboard. I understand. I know exactly what you mean. But you're going to lose. If you are negotiating an email, you're more likely to lose more money, and you're going to just leave it on the table for them. Because like I said, it's super easy for them. See, they have all the cards. They have all the money. If you come back and say, "Is there any way you can do more?" They just type back, "No, I'm sorry, that's the best we can do." And then where are you at? You're nowhere. But if you get them on the phone, you can talk to them. You can work them over. You can express all the extra value that you have. Because that's why they're hiring you. They're hiring you for the skills, the experience, and the value that you have. So you can just start saying, "You know what? I'm really excited about this position. I want to do it, but I need a little bit more money." And then you go into some of the value and the benefits that you bring. Kind of leverage them. That's the key to negotiating. But you have to do it in person or on the phone, or you're going to lose. It's as simple as that. So remember, there's 3 times to negotiate. First is the first contact. The second time is during the trial close, and the third time is after you get the offer letter. But remember, only negotiate if you feel that you need to. I mean, I was just working with a client the other day, and they offered her exactly what she was looking for. And she came back to me and she's like, "Hey, Don, should I negotiate this?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know why. It's exactly what you were looking for, right?" She's like, "Yeah, it's exactly what I wanted." Then just take it. There's no point. It really just makes you look bad. I mean, there's no point in asking for more money if they're already giving you what you asked for. Now, if you're not getting what you asked for, you're getting less than you need, then it's up to you. Then you have to decide whether you want to go in and ask more or not. And a lot of times, people are so uncomfortable with the negotiation process that they just take whatever they get. And then after they take it and they sign it and they accept the $90,000, they're thinking to themselves, "Man, I wish I would have just pushed a little bit. I wish I would have just asked for 5 more thousand." But it's too late. It's done. And the only reason people are generally afraid to ask for more money is because they feel that the employer is going to withdraw that offer. But that's not really the case. That's really not going to happen. It's very rare that an employer is going to take back an offer. Now, they might, let's say, for example, that you told them you'd be willing to accept a position for $95,000 and they gave you an offer for $95,000, they're expecting you to take it. If you come back and say, "No, I really need 110," then that's a valid reason for them to just withdraw the offer and probably just label you as a little bit greedy or something like that. So I encourage you, don't be afraid to negotiate. It's okay, but do it on the phone or in person so you can get the most value. And it's the best way to express what you are looking for in a new salary and benefits and a new position and everything else that goes with that. All right, my friend, I hope this helps you get a little bit more money on your next job offer, and I hope it helps prepare you for that negotiation process and kind of demystifies it a little bit so that it's not so mysterious. So go out there and negotiate and get what you're worth. Not more than you're worth, but maybe a little bit more than you're worth. But go out there and get something that's going to make you happy so that you're going to want to stay there. An employer is going to want to offer you something that you want, that you're attracted to, so that you'll stick around. They know that if you accept something for less than you're looking for, that you're not going to last there very long. And they want you to stay, and they want you to work, and they want you to be happy. Now, if you would like to go deeper into negotiating salary, let's say you have a job offer and you're not sure how to handle it and you just want some help, you want someone to walk you through it, I am doing special job interview salary negotiation coaching sessions right now. And if you head on over to jobinterviewtools.com/HPC, that stands for High Performance Coaching, I'll put a link below here in this video as well, but go to jobinterviewtools.com/HPC and sign up for a 60-minute session with me over Skype, and you and I will just we'll jump on a call and we'll talk about your job offer. We'll talk about what you can do and how to leverage them to give you more money. Or maybe you have 2 job offers and you want to play them off on each other, but you're not sure the best way to do that. Like I said, just sign up for a session with me on Skype and we'll hash it out. We'll figure out the best way to help you get the job offer that you want that pays the most money. Sound good? All right, my friend, that's all I have for you. And if you like this video and you like the things that we're doing here, go ahead and like it, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.